Hey guys, it's Mike Goldstein here with Kitchen Remodeling SEO, and today what we're going to do is run a tutorial on how to find the best internal linking opportunities for your website or for your client's website. Now, the reason this is so important is because the way that Google finds pages on your site is by the links that are already on your site or external links. So in order to increase the indexation rate of your pages, to increase the speed at which it gets indexed, it's got to get found faster. Additionally, the anchor text, the text that you have within that hyperlink, gives a signal to Google what that page that it links to is all about. So with that said, the more internal links that you have with the right topical content within the links, it's going to help improve your SEO ranking. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this website, and we're going to look for opportunities where they're already ranking, let's say on page 2 or page 3, and where we might be able to create additional internal links there. So the first thing I do is I come over to a program called Ahrefs, which is the gold standard in SEO. And what we're going to do is we're just going to search here for the benchmarkovimprovements.com, the website, and we see that they've got about 259 or so keywords that they're currently ranking for. So what I want to do is and it's actually already sorted for us, I want to sort this so I can see what is ranking on pages 2 and 3. Well, it looks like we've got veneer for cabinet refacing. They're at position 12, so they're just on the cusp, and some internal linking really could make the difference between page 2 and 3. So what maybe we want to do is let's look for the money term here, which would be cabinet refacing. So what I do is I come over to a tool called Screaming Frog. Now, Screaming Frog is a tool that's used very heavily to check on indexation, to check on whether or not you have redirects and whatnot. But one of the things you can use Screaming Frog for is to perform custom searches for text that's inside of a website. Now, it is important to note that although Screaming Frog is a free tool for a lot of the basic features, the feature that we're using right here is not, and you would need a paid subscription to do it. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over to configuration, and then we're going to scroll down to custom and then to search. Now, when we're in here, we can actually create custom searches, and it'll literally scan the entire website. It'll crawl it just like the Google bot would crawl it, looking for specific text. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to name what we want this to be. So let's say it's going to be cabinet refacing. And that we want to contain or not contain. So we can find every page that doesn't have the term cabinet refacing on it, which gives us an opportunity to maybe add some more content and add internal linking. But what I want to do is I actually want to find content that's already indexed. And then what I'd like to do is add a hyperlink to that. So we're going to look for text, and we're going to look for text that says cabinet refacing. This first one is really just what your field will be called in your exported CSV file. Now we can look for anything in the HTML, the entire site that has the word cabinet refacing. Probably not a great idea because that's going to give us navigation, that's going to give us header, that's going to give us footer information. We don't want that. Now we could just search for page text. So now we're only searching within the body, and we're going to find a whole lot of opportunities. However, there may already be cabinet refacing text that's already set as anchor text pointing to a page. So we don't want that. So what I actually want to do is I want to select page text, no anchors. Now we can do the same thing for other terms. So for example, if we wanted to do, let's say, cabinet doors, and we would do the same thing here, and other types of terms. So all we do is we just click the Screen OK button. Then we come up here and we're going to put in the URL. Now just to make sure that we do it the right way, I like to come to the website, copy and paste just to make sure there's no errors, because nothing annoys me more than having a typo and then having to redo the whole thing. So we're going to start this. Now, just so you know, Screaming Frog acts like a crawler, or it is a crawler, I should say, and it is going to take quite a while for it to do the whole thing. It could take a few minutes. So with that said, we're just going to pause a minute and we'll be back as soon as it's complete. Okay, so now that Screaming Frog has completed its crawl of the entire site we can take a look at a couple things here. So we can make sure that the pages that we're looking at, they have a 200 status code, meaning they're not a 404, they're not a 300 error, no redirects, anything like that. We can look at the titles, we can look at the meta and all that. But what we really want to do is we want to look at that custom search. So you'll note that you're not going to see custom search up here. You're going to come to this little drop down here, and then we're going to we're going to look here down for custom search. Click on that, and what this is going to do is this is going to show us all the pages that it was crawled. Again, we have the status and all that, and then what we're shown is how many instances on each of those pages the term cabinet refacing or the term cabinet doors came up. Now, I probably should have put cabinet door if I really was being careful here, but either way, this gives us that. So what I like to do at this point is I'll export this to a spreadsheet so that I can sort it a little bit easier. I can get rid of all of the zeros and whatnot. So first thing we do, we're going to expand the address so I have the full URL bar. I don't care about the type of page it is. I'm going to presume all this stuff is good. And now we have cabinet refacing, cabinet doors. So I'm going to get rid of that for our purposes right now because we don't really care about it. And then we're just going to make this into a quick table so that we can sort it easy. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort this by largest to smallest because obviously 0 is the smallest. So what this is going to do is this is going to show me all the different places that we have opportunities here, and then it'll also show me all the pages. Of course, it doesn't have the content on it, so that if I did want to create additional content, I could do that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Ahrefs, and I want to go back to that keyword that we're looking for, veneer for cabinet refacing, and I want to make sure I know what page it is. So this is the page we're going to want to link to. Okay, perfect. So then what we can do now is we can come in and we can go and find, look at each page. So this page has 15 instances of the text that is not in the header, that's not in the footer, it's not anchor text already, and we can apply a tag there. So just to show you then what I like to do is I come to the page, and then I'll just do a Control F, and I'll do cabinet refacing, and now I'm highlighting all the different opportunities here, and I can try and find the right place to apply that link. Kitchen cabinet refacing contractors, maybe that might be an awfully good one here. The only problem is I do have a link right here next to it, so maybe I want to find another place. And you need to find the right place. If you're on WordPress or whatever your CMS is, you just go in there, apply the link, save it, and then now the only other thing I would do is I would go to Search Console and make sure that each of those pages that you've applied links to are indexed. And then wait a week or so, go back to Ahrefs, rerun your report, and see where see where your ranking improvement is. See if there is any ranking improvement, and then from there, that's just repeat and rinse. All right. So again, my name is Mike Goldstein, Kitchen Remodeling SEO. If you would like to get a little more information about this, feel free to check us out online at kitchenremodeling.seo.com or give us a call anytime at 339-645-9461. If you really found this video useful, please like and subscribe to the channel. All right, talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.